All right, let's talk about something fascinating. We're about to become detectives, you and I. Our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to crack the code, to decode the secret messages your body might be sending you way before a pregnancy test could ever give you an answer. It's this amazing world of subtle clues and little whispers. And today, we're going to learn how to listen in. So let's get right into it.
You know those moments, right? You're just sitting there watching TV and suddenly an ad for a bank comes on and you find yourself tearing up. Or it's first thing in the morning and you have this sudden intense craving for olives, a food you normally can't stand. Maybe you walk into your own kitchen and that beautiful smell of your morning coffee, the one you usually live for, suddenly makes you feel, well, a little queasy. It all feels so random, so confusing. But what if it's not random at all? What if these are little memos sent directly from your body's command center trying to let you in on a pretty big secret?
You see, long before that big obvious sign, the missed period, your body is already working overtime. It doesn't send you a text message or an email with the subject line, "Guess what?" No, it's way more subtle than that. It communicates through a whole series of secret signals, a unique language that's actually pretty easy to miss if you don't know what you're looking for.
And that's what this is all about. This isn't just about ticking symptoms off a list. This is about empowerment. It's about really tuning into your own body, understanding its unique rhythm, and appreciating its incredible capabilities. Think of this as getting your official decoder ring. By the time we're done here, you'll be able to hear those whispers loud and clear, and hopefully turn any confusion you might be feeling into real clarity.
So who exactly is the mastermind behind all these secret messages? Who's flipping the switches and causing all this beautiful, wonderful chaos in your system? Well, it all comes down to a major hormonal takeover, and it's led by one very busy, very important manager who has just been put in charge of the most incredible project of a lifetime.
Let's give a warm welcome to our project manager, Progesterone. As soon as a new life begins, this hormone basically gets a massive promotion and its levels just skyrocket. Its one and only job from this point forward is to completely transform your body into the perfect, most nurturing environment possible. It's the ultimate event planner, the head of construction, and the chief of security all rolled into one, and believe me, it starts making changes immediately.
And here we have it, the very first tangible memo from our project manager. The moment progesterone levels shoot up, it sends an urgent message to the glands in your cervical area telling them, "All right, team, ramp up production." The result? You might notice an increase in white vaginal discharge. Now, don't worry, this is totally normal. It's a fantastic sign that the whole system is kicking into gear. The key thing to remember is that it should be odorless and shouldn't cause any itching or burning. If you do notice that, it's always a good idea to check in with your doctor. But otherwise, consider it the very first secret note your body is passing you.
Okay, so beyond the things you might see, there are clues you can actually feel. Your body starts sending these little physical notifications that something new and different is happening. And one of the most common, and honestly one of the most confusing, is cramping. So let's clear up that confusion right now.
So, getting this difference is absolutely crucial. You know your own body. You know what your usual period cramps feel like. Maybe they're a dull ache, or maybe they're pretty intense. Implantation cramping, though, is different. This happens at that miraculous moment when, by the will of Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, a tiny embryo nestles into the wall of the uterus to begin its journey. This can cause a very, very mild sensation. Women often describe it as a little pull, a slight prickle, or a gentle twinge deep in the lower abdomen. But the biggest clue of all is the timing. It happens before your period is even due, and it typically only lasts for a day, maybe two at the most. It's like the gentlest little knock on the door, announcing a very, very special arrival.
And this perfectly illustrates another one of Project Manager Progesterone's top priorities. It immediately gets to work preparing the milk supply department. This kicks off a whole host of changes. Your breasts might start to feel fuller, maybe a little swollen or heavy. They can become really sensitive, even tender to the touch. You might also notice that the area around the nipple, the areola, starts to get a bit darker, and those little bumps on it might seem more obvious. You might even see the veins under your skin becoming more visible. It's literally like your body is laying down new supply lines, getting everything ready for the future.
Okay, let's talk about one of the biggest, most common, and sometimes most overwhelming early signs there is, the great energy drain mystery. One day you feel totally fine, and the next you feel like you've just run a marathon simply by walking from the sofa to the kitchen. What in the world is going on?
This is exactly why. Your body has officially switched from its normal 9 to 5 schedule to a 24/7, around-the-clock operation. It is building the entire support system for a whole new human being, completely from scratch. Your blood volume is increasing, your hormone levels are surging, nutrients are being rerouted to where they're needed most. It's an absolutely immense, energy-guzzling task. So if you feel an incredible, overwhelming need to nap, please listen to your body. It's not you being lazy, it's your body doing some of the most important and miraculous work it will ever do. Now, with all this incredible construction work going on inside, your body is going to need fuel and a lot of support. And the #1 rule of this new project? Stay hydrated. Water is absolutely essential for everything that's happening, for building new cells, for increasing your blood volume, and for keeping your energy levels as stable as they can be. So make that water bottle your new best friend. Keep it with you and just sip, sip, sip all day long. Your body will definitely thank you for it. All right, so we've covered the common culprits, the ones you may have heard of before. But now we're getting to the really fun part. Beyond the tiredness and the cramps, your body can start to develop some temporary superpowers. These are the secret signs that are hiding in plain sight, the ones that might just make you feel like you've stepped into a whole new reality.
So get ready for some truly unexpected transformations. These are the kinds of changes that might make you stop and think, am I imagining this? But I'm here to tell you they are very real, and they are very common signs that your hormones are working their magic in some pretty surprising ways.
All of a sudden, you can smell what your neighbor 3 doors down is cooking for dinner. The scent of rice boiling on your own stove or someone frying spices becomes so intense it's almost overwhelming. If this is happening, congratulations, you've just unlocked a heightened sense of smell. This is all thanks to those hormonal changes that make you incredibly sensitive to odors. It's a strange superpower for sure, and maybe not always the most pleasant one, but it is a powerful, powerful clue.
And it's not just your nose that might go into overdrive. Your mouth might join the rebellion too. A really common early sign is a strange metallic or bitter taste that you just can't seem to shake no matter how many times you brush your teeth. It's like you've been chewing on a coin. This is actually a medical thing called dysgeusia. And you guessed it, it's caused by those same hormonal shifts messing with your taste buds. It's a very weird sensation, but it's another strong sign that big changes are underway. So are you suddenly finding yourself running to the bathroom what feels like every 5 minutes? No, your bladder didn't suddenly shrink overnight. There are actually 2 things happening here. First, your blood volume is increasing, which means your kidneys have more fluid to process and they're working more efficiently. And second, our old friend progesterone helps relax the muscles in your body, and that includes the muscle that controls your bladder, making you feel the urge to go more often, even when there's not much there.
Ever stand up a little too fast and the room starts to spin for a second? Feeling a bit lightheaded or dizzy is a classic sign. Your circulatory system is basically rerouting traffic. It's prioritizing blood flow to the uterus, where that very important project is just getting started. This can temporarily lower your overall blood pressure and reduce blood flow to your brain, which causes that dizzy feeling or even a bit of nausea. The best way to combat this? Stay hydrated. A little lemon water with a tiny pinch of salt and sugar can do wonders to help keep everything stable.
Okay, we have decoded the whispers, the feelings, the newfound superpowers, and all the little surprises. All of these are fascinating pieces of a much bigger puzzle. But now, it's time to talk about the one sign that doesn't whisper. This sign speaks louder than all the others combined.
Now, while a metallic taste or feeling extra tired are really strong hints, the most reliable, the most definitive sign of early pregnancy is, without a doubt, a missed period. If your cycle is usually pretty regular and your period just doesn't show up on time, especially when you've been noticing some of these other clues we've talked about, that is your body's clearest possible message. It's the big, flashing green light to take the next step and confirm what you might already be suspecting. And in the end, that's what this is all about. Your body is incredibly, beautifully intelligent. It was designed for this, and it communicates with you every single step of the way. Learning to understand these early signs is so much more than just a waiting game. It's the very beginning of a deep, profound connection, and the start of an absolutely incredible journey. So, you now have the decoder ring. You've been briefed on the secret language of the very first signs of pregnancy. The only question left is, what message is your body sending you? Pay attention to those whispers. Listen closely to the clues. You might just be surprised and delighted by what you hear. Thanks so much for joining me.